How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
This is actually the second time we've recorded this episode.
Oh my god.
Because the first time we recorded it, it was
we had some technical difficulties.
There was a pipe that burst in the office that we're sitting in now last week.
I didn't even think of that. I forgot.
And so we had to record in another part of our house, and it just didn't work.
It didn't stick.
I
think it's for the best, though.
Didn't take. Yeah, so we're re-recording this catch-up episode.
On a Sunday. Which is, bleep that out if you can, actually.
Is that a swear word?
Yeah, I don't know teams. I don't know sports.
I don't know what teams are playing. That's literally, it's Rihanna.
Gun to my head. It's Rihanna.
I don't know.
Apparently, though, she said that she was going to, do some weird stuff.
Okay,
that even the fans will be what's happening.
I mean, I'm definitely interested because we haven't seen, new Rihanna music stuff in a minute. So
yeah, I'll catch it on the flip side, though.
Yeah. You mean the internet?
The internet. Because I can't be arsed.
So this is a Candle Coven catch-up episode, which is where we just kind of chat about things that we've been watching and doing and talking about topics that you guys sent in. I asked on Instagram.
It's the all-inclusive episode.
Yeah, just catching up.
Yeah.
And Molly is, of course, active as always, by our feet.
I just made her a little snuffle toy. When she finishes it, is when she's at her peak
ravenousness.
So we'll see if we can handle her.
I think I'd love to start off by doing the candle of the week.
I would love that.
And I'm going to light it on camera even. An action shot. So the candle of the week is the Sabrina Patchouli and Bergamot candle, which is from the Coven collection.
She's a stunt candle.
A what?
A stunt candle.
What does that mean?
She's the on-screen stunt.
She's stunting?
Or these are stunts because she's being lit on camera.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So she's the Tom Cream.
She's the Tom Cream
This
one.
is Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I'm Tom Cream.
Absolutely.
This is my motorcycle.
You're literally the same height and weight probably as Tom Cream. That's your motorcycle.
And I don't have a tooth in the center of my face.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
That's my number one.
You love a center tooth?
I love a tick on my list of things I want.
It checks a lot of boxes for me.
A little bit of me is a tooth in the middle of a face, babes, with some braces.
The braces? When celebs did braces.
Oh my god, I love Who was your favorite celebrity braces? I have immediately one. On a count of 1 to 3.
Okay.
We'll be the same.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Faith Hill.
I was gonna say Tom Cruise. I'm sorry, it is my favorite one. It is my favorite.
They didn't do anything, I feel like.
I don't know what they were for. Was it for a roll?
A roll? A cinnamon roll?
So, back to the candle of the week. This is the second collection we ever launched. After the Starlets, we did the Coven.
Yeah.
And Sabrina, Patchouli, and Bergamot is sort of our ode to the witch shops, the magic shops, incense.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite refreshing because there's lemongrass in it. So it's kind of if you want a nice clean scent, I think it's very clean, but definitely has that magical incense, patchouli, bergamot, herbs, woods. It's very spooky, but refreshing.
Yeah, something I really like about our candles is that we'll take an idea, the witch shop, for example, and kind of bump it up into a fine fragrance realm.
Yes, exactly. We're always trying to take something nostalgic, you walk into those witch shops and there's crystals and there's all the incense and it's that amalgamation of that whole smell.
Mm-hmm.
But a fine fragrance.
So you grew up in Massachusetts.
Yes.
Did you guys go to Salem and stuff?
Yeah, I mean.
That's so fun.
This is very Salem inspired.
I'm so gel.
It's one of the best places if you haven't been.
I used to dream of, what is it, the dream of Massachusetts? What is that? What's your tagline?
The spirit of Massachusetts?
Is within you.
Is that what you mean?
It's within me.
The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America.
Because I used to when I was a kid, I don't even know the concept of Massachusetts, but I wanted to live there.
Interesting, because of Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus really, for millennials especially, it gave everyone a keen sense of I want to be in Salem.
I'm sorry, you guys. This dog is
You're gonna have to pick her up. She's literally stepping on the computer. And we are back with the star of the show.
How long will this last?
She wanted to be here for the lighting of the candle, which I'm going to light with our wand matches that we just launched in black recently.
With the matching snake.
With the snake in the back. And I love the wand matches for these candles because once you get to the bottom, you can actually light it and reach it, which is why we designed it. We saw a problem and we developed a product.
A solution.
So let's go ahead and light her.
We're a solutions-driven company.
Yes. Bijou. Better solutions for candles.
Yeah.
That's what we've always said.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the
little pizzazz.
I love that.
Right, Molly?
I was gonna say I love the mouthfeel.
Right, Molly. A little pizzazz with your light. Now, imagine if this just like touched this and it was like,
like just disappeared.
Oh.
Salem the cat comes out and it's like, it says here you're a bitch.
Yeah, I love that. He's funny.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite characters.
He's a gay.
Yeah.
Big time.
Salem the cat's gay, for sure.
He's a gay.
Yeah, one of the ones.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, it's well, I like when you first light this candle too because you do smell the lemongrass right away. Yeah. And then I love a burnt match smell.
Yeah, oh, the burnt match
Call me crazy.
Oh, how do we, we've been working on recreating that smell for ages.
It's hard to because if you go too sulfuric, you get farts.
You know, are you one of those? I mean, I think we all like the smell of our own farts, don't we?
Speak for yourself.
Don't they make you smarter?
After I had COVID, my farts never smelled the same, and I don't know if it's me or the farts.
Still?
I don't know if it's like maybe moving from the city, if the water's different.
Yeah.
This is for a different podcast entirely, but...
What's it called?
Farts.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Farts the podcast. Is that a podcast?
Farts, spelled out.
So you are going to be telling us administering some topics.
Oh my god, I feel like Oprah and you're Tom Cruise and you just started dating Katie Holmes.
Don't be glib. Don't be glib.
Okay.
Yes. I'm so excited.
One of these just says perfume.
Okay.
I'm not saying who asked. I'm just because I don't want to blow up anyone's spot.
Right. But if you guys do want us to blow up your spots, just let me know. Let me know if you want us to say your names. Or do you want me to say your usernames? Because sometimes these usernames are so funny.
Yeah, that's true.
People have the most inventive usernames. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, and I don't want to like call anybody out, but they're literally like Chelsea goes farting. Like they're like so funny. That's not one.
I'm not good for I'm not like
I got farts on the brain. Must be farts on the brain.
I always have farts on the brain. It's either on the brain or on the butt or both.
Yeah. B2B.
Business.
B2B.
Business.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so perfume. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this opportunity to just talk about like every perfume I've ever worn.
Is this a scent journey?
Yes, like I think obviously I'm obsessed with perfume because hello.
You have quite the nose, I have to say.
I have a nose that it likes to be stimulated with like good smells and like I can smell everything.
Yeah, you
and
can. It's like a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem for me.
Yeah.
And maybe for
and
you.
For me.
Because I'm like, what is that?
I'm like, oh, and I have to like go look at something.
Something's burning.
Yeah.
Like when we lived in our old apartment, which literally caught on fire 3 times during
Not
COVID.
our apartment, like the building.
The building into the city. I literally would be like, I smell smoke. And I'd be like the first person. I'd be like walking around the building.
Yeah.
It's
the FDNY and you were just like tight.
Yeah.
You knew each other on a first name base.
Some guy fell asleep with it and lit his chair on fire. So you're welcome for the nose.
He was fine.
I'm like a bloodhound. But so I think a lot of people, one of their first perfumes is Love's Baby Soft.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's like early on.
I like started wearing perfume as like a child bride.
How did you? Wow. You were married first?
No, but like Love's Baby Soft. I don't know if you know like the ads for it, like back in like the 70s
know because
and 80s
of you. Like, I wasn't aware.
Extremely creepy.
Predatory?
It's like, make your baby smell sexy.
Exactly.
She smells just like a baby.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, Randall Emmett.
But it's basically, right? We just watched Vanderpump, so that's very top of mind. But it's basically like a soft baby powder scent.
So like, how old were you when you did this?
Elementary? Like 4th grade.
And how did this get on your radar?
I come from a household of people who are similarly sensorily blessed.
You're an old woman from birth.
We're perfume people.
You're also just an old woman.
Yeah, I am. Because my grandmother and my mom were, like, very into perfume, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the house with them. My grandmother went through a lot of different perfumes. One of the ones I remember was Cool Water by Davidoff.
Oh.
Cindy, I gotta go to the store and pick up some more Cool Water. And then my mom wore Beautiful by Elizabeth Arden.
I feel like in another life you would be a perfume namer. Because they're so
funny. A perfume namer, I literally am that. That's
cool
like
water. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's like my favorite. Naming things is my favorite.
Yeah. Cool. I can't get over Cool Water by Davidoff.
Yeah.
Who's Davidoff? What a mystery.
It's like a very watery smell.
Did you like these smells?
It's actually not for me. Her palette was a little bit different. I more liked my mom's stuff.
Was it more of a Depression era palette?
It's like mashed potatoes and peas. Yeah. No, it's just she liked a little more like floral, oriental floral. I know. That's what it's called. That's what it's called, though. I know.
I'm not a rug.
I know.
I'm losing to a rug.
But it was they like a little. She liked fresher kind of stuff, and I like a little more neroli, musky.
You like a more like My Husband Just Died.
Yes.
And I inherited everything.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna need to chill. This is video programming now.
You're on camera. Oh my God. Yes, good girl. Good job.
So then, after Baby Soft, I remember, obviously we did the Gap Dreams, Cucumber Melons.
That's like kind of when it got on my radar.
Had to do it. But I had a very long stint with Lucky You by Lucky Jeans. Very delicious.
Like, how do you even, like...
I don't know how it happens.
Everyone was making fragrances.
Right. And they were good. Because then...
It was like Shell Mobile by Mobile Exxon.
That being said, though, I do have a thing for, like, the smell of gas.
That's just because you're your father's daughter.
Yeah. Just the garage.
I never got that.
It's gross, but, like, there is something about it.
I'd rather smell my farts.
Well...
Over anything else.
That was always an option. So, yeah, that, and then had a real big love affair with French Connection, FCUK Her, if you guys remember that.
How did you, like, why? Like, did you, like, go into the store on Broadway and you're like, let me get a spritz of this?
I literally can't remember how the perfumes happened to me. I just know that they did. You know what it is? I'm the person that'll be like, what are you wearing? And I'll, like, go get it.
That is true, yeah.
So, like, and I
You'll,
worked
like,
in
walk
retail.
by someone on the street.
I do.
And be like...
Are you wearing fracas?
Yeah. Scent of a woman?
Portrait of a lady.
Portrait of a lady. That's the same thing to me. Scent of a woman.
Scent of a woman. Hooah.
Yeah.
And then Armani Mania, Scentsy, all the Chanels, another Armani one, I think. They don't make them anymore, I don't think.
I wonder if they're going to start using AI to name perfumes.
Can you imagine?
Because, like, it's too hard.
It'll be, like, the weirdest. Like, what does AI think? It'll be, like...
Plumps of a goblin.
Like, titties.
Yeah. S-titties.
Yeah. And then recently, I mean, I went through all the Lalabos. Had to.
And we had to, like, refinance
my life.
Yeah.
And...
do you remember, like, getting wasted in Soho? And then, like, that was the only way you can, like, get yourself to have the gumption to buy a Le Labo scent. It's, like, it was genius of them to, like, be around places with alcohol. And, of course,
like, I'm such an asshole because my favorite Le Labo is Tuberose 40, I think it's called, which is the New York scent. And it's a neroli-based scent, which is just so good.
She loves a neroli.
And it's more expensive because it's the New York exclusive.
Right.
So I literally remember, like, getting drunk at brunch and going, let's go, Le
How
Labo.
bougie is getting a blank exclusive, like, to like, a city?
Yeah.
Wasn't there, like, a Dan Levy, like, GQ, what's in your purse? And he was like, I get the Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
But they're great. They are good.
How many times did you, like, wear a disguise to go into Le Labo to be like, can I get a sample?
Can I get a sample for me?
Un sample, bitte?
Yeah. I come in with, like, a different wig on backwards. You're like, ma'am, where's your face? Just a sample.
It's an Addams Family shout out.
And you can order the samples from Le Labo, like, only once a year, though, like, in, like, September or something. So I used to always do
really?
that. Yeah. And then, you know what perfume I've been wearing a lot lately that I absolutely love? Oh, I did also have a Narciso Rodriguez Her Phase, which is a great perfume.
I
that's a
used a few
strong
squirts of that one.
contender. And that was a perfume I discovered from working in retail with girls that are from the city.
Yeah.
City girls who like went to like prep schools and stuff.
They
know stuff.
Absolutely. That's like a whole like
cool girl stuff.
Yeah, cool girl influencer. That is like the OG cool girl influencer is like knowing city girls and like what they do.
Like NYC prep girls.
Yeah,
remember
absolutely.
That show? They
not necessarily those girls, but like girls that went to NYC prep schools that you like come across.
Like, you know, like in my high school, it was like, what cucumber melon are you wearing or whatever?
Right.
But like these girls were like, if you're not wearing Narciso Rodriguez,
you have to go upstairs
and then getting the special salad from Sardi's.
Yeah.
Like it's very like
you have to get the sparkling water from Cinderella downstairs.
Yes, exactly.
In the back.
And the turkey burger from Cinderella is the only turkey burger I'll get.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, exactly. A lot of Cinderella apparently.
I think there's like an LA version of that also.
For sure.
Which I don't. It's probably like green juice shit. I don't know.
Comment below. I don't know. But yeah, that's where I figured out that perfume. But I've been wearing Glossier You a lot lately. And it's just like a good classic. You can put a ton of it on and you get totally nose blind to it to yourself. So
I feel like Glossier You's on everyone's vanity. Like everyone has
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's a little faint, which I kind of like because if you're going to wear it every day, you don't necessarily want to be like covered in like Portrait of a Lady, for example, which is an extreme. No, but like it's kind of a heavy perfume.
I want people to avoid me.
Well, then
I spray
just
myself
let the farts
with like
it.
Raid.
Wait, so tell me your perfume journey.
I don't really have well, I'm glad you asked, ma'am. I'm not really I don't really have a journey like that.
Okay.
Because for me as a closeted lesbian.
You're closeted?
Currently, yes.
Get out of there.
No, but just like growing up like closeted gay,
is it even closeted or is it just like what's happening?
Unaware.
Just
like trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't really like on my radar.
Right. Were you doing like a Marco from Degrassi? Everything is Degrassi.
Whatever it takes. I don't know that I was doing anything. Besides just like trying to avoid everything.
Gotcha.
But then when I started to like come into my own a little bit as a younger adult, in my early 20s.
So no perfume in like high school?
I don't even remember. Like, I don't think so. My mom really had a lot of perfumes. And
she's got like a lot of little decorative perfumes.
My mom and I have an older sister too, and she was into perfumes. And she was always into like the Chanel perfumes.
It's a solid crew.
You know,
it's
Nicole Kidman.
Solid crew, yeah.
She always wore Chanel Allure, which like mixed with her so well.
That's great.
And then my mom always had perfumes on her vanity. It was like always decorating it.
Right.
And I would occasionally maybe like spritz something here and there.
Right.
And she always had Moschino Cheap and Chic, which looks like the olive oil bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Like from
the
Popeye.
The Trompe kind of, yes, I know what you're talking about.
Which I loved.
Yep.
And beyond that, I don't remember wearing anything. I don't remember much, but And
you also don't need to wear deodorant.
Yes. I remember this conversation with my mom. I was
in
high school because like, you know, I was going through puberty and I was in high school and I was like.
You went through puberty?
I'm still in it, really. It's happening currently.
Isn't that the worst? Yeah, sorry.
I remember having this conversation in the entryway to like the theater in my high school, right? And I don't know how this came up, but I was like, do I like need to be wearing deodorant to my mom? And she was like, no, I don't wear deodorant. And she was like, we don't have to wear
When I found out that you don't, is it like an Asian thing?
Yeah, she was like, we don't have to wear deodorant. And I was like, fantastic. Because like I never really smelled or like didn't like sweat that much out of like my.
I have to tell you, when we first started dating and you expressed to me that you don't wear deodorant, and I have to attest to you guys, she does not smell at all. You have no armpit.
It has to get really bad for me.
No, there's
and you have
nothing.
To get really close.
I have never ever smelled a bow on you. No, truly, Alaina. No.
Really? Even if you get really in there?
Alaina, I literally get out of the shower and like the sweat from putting on my lotion, I have to start all over.
Oh no,
again.
Same. I get that.
But you don't smell. Your armpits don't produce. I don't know.
I also have the flaky earwax, so that probably goes hand in hand.
Maybe it's the wax. Comment
I'm like less
below,
waxy.
let me know.
I'm less waxy.
Right. Yeah. So
I'm a flakier bitch.
So I'm a waxy bitch. You're flaky.
Yeah.
My wets and my dries.
I'm the dries. And then you put your wets in your dries.
I always have like my hands and my feet are always like soaking wet.
Oh yeah, my hands and my feet are like sandpaper.
So then there you go.
They're like freeze-dried Molly treats.
So like when we go out with the poop bags for Molly, I'm the one that opens the bags.
Oh yeah.
I got that wet thing.
I have to be like. Like, look at my hands. I look like freaking like a soothsayer. Absolutely.
So anyways, I digress. So no deodorant for you.
Right, no deodorant for me. Thanks to God. Because, like, I can't bear another step.
It's a lot.
I hate steps.
I understand.
Not the band.
No.
I
not
love the band.
Never the band.
But I think my scent journey began in my early 20s when, through another lesbian, I discovered Armani Code.
It's just so funny.
The lesbian scent triangle.
It's just like when I was at the club.
Yeah. I was like, you smell good. And she's like, it's Armani Code, bitch.
You're still wearing Armani Code.
Oh, yeah.
But you also had a CK1 phase.
Yeah, but like it didn't do it for me. It was a little bit too like citrusy for me, I think. I like it.
I like CK1 a lot. It's a classic. It's good to layer with too. It's a hot scent.
I also don't like gendering scents. I think that's like really stupid.
You know what? I actually think that was a question on there too about what do you think about unisex scents? Because the scent fragrance families are there's like feminine and masculine, and that's a very interesting thing because it's like there are scents that are categorized feminine versus masculine. At the end of the day, everything is unisex because it's all drag baby.
Yeah. You know what we have not gendered? Poops.
Unbelievable that this podcast is the poop podcast.
You know what? Like,
this is the Poops and Farts podcast.
I think low key what people might be discovering now is that we have a candle brand because of Poops and Farts.
You know? Is there anything that makes you feel held as a human more than when you're like at someone's house and you go to their bathroom and they've got like poopery and candles and matches?
Right? You come out of the bathroom, you like give them a kiss on the lips with no explanation around it.
All my friends kiss me right on the lips because I have a poop friendly bathroom.
Very poop friendly.
Do you ever go into a bathroom and it's just like stark and you're like, I'm gonna have to like take off my shirt and wave it around?
And then like the toilet
That's something I've done.
Like freaking North Carolina.
I'm like Nelly.
Yeah.
Like literally, like I've been in situations. I have
You're like
IBS.
your own hype
Okay,
man.
Listen, I have IBS. All right.
Hot girls have IBS.
Hot girls have.
Hot girls have diarrhea.
Something I've convinced myself.
No, that's the truth.
No, like literally been in a bathroom and you're like, there's nothing in here, right? To like help with this.
And the toilet looks weak.
Right. Oh, a weak flush.
How about when you go into your friend's bathroom in the city and they have like an industrial toilet flusher?
Oh, I love that.
Me too.
Like a school flusher?
Yeah, I love that.
Me too. And it's like,
yeah.
And I'm like, did your rent just go up? Sorry.
Yeah. Why is your downstairs neighbor complaining?
No, I literally had like, I knew I had like perfumed my shirt. So I literally take my shirt.
That's a hot tip.
I've done that.
Did it work?
I have a lot of diarrhea tips in case you guys want to know.
Wait.
Podcast of Bijou Candles, I'll let you know.
I had an event at an ex-girlfriend's house.
Okay.
At her parents' house.
Okay.
Where I almost had to like, it was like a Dumb and Dumber moment where I almost had to like escape through the bathroom window.
No.
Let's just say I had to lie that I was having my period and I ended up naked. I used a toothbrush cup.
Wait, so what was it, like a toilet wasn't working situation?
Yeah, it was like a weak toilet.
And you had to like throw something with a cup like out a window, or
I was like scooping poop water into the sink in the shower. I turned the shower on, obviously.
So you're like going to like your girlfriend's parents' house for like the first time?
Yeah, like to meet them. And it was like her mom's house.
And you had like a massive moment.
It wasn't even that massive. It was like a regular moment.
And it was just a weak toilet.
Yeah, I met my match.
You needed a match.
Boy, did I.
And
I needed like a blowtorch.
Wait, how did it end up? Like, what was...
were
they like, why is the shower on?
I literally was in there for like 45 years. It was like an epic story. Homer's Odyssey.
The things that we've survived.
This was like, I don't remember much. I remember this.
Yeah.
This was like one of the scariest things that's ever happened to me.
No, this is scary. I'm actually like a little sweaty thinking about it.
I felt like I was on alone.
Yeah.
I wish I was on alone.
So like, how did you get out of the situation? Like what, and why'd you end up with no clothes on?
I don't know. You know when you just like freak out and you just like have to take all your clothes off? It's always around poop though. One time I caught my aunt pooping with all her clothes off.
I was gonna say.
In like the fucking guest bathroom, like the powder room.
There are some people that have to get nude to poop. That's a thing.
Hashtag nude to poop. Comment below. The same aunt was once, brace yourself, oh my God. This is like the scariest thing you're ever gonna hear.
Okay.
She was once bitten in the ass by a rat in the toilet.
This is New York.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So, in the middle of the night,
so
going
a rat
to pee.
Climbed up the toilet.
Yep.
She went for a midnight pee.
Yep.
And a rat bit her.
Yeah, she like had to get shots.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's literally how the bubonic plague started.
Yeah. She like quarantined.
That's like my biggest nightmare.
So no wonder she got naked.
You know, it's so funny because got naked. I go in with like armor on.
Get Naked by Britney Spears.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always scared of like Australia toilets because they have like the spiders that get in them and the snakes.
And they go the other way.
Yes. It twists the other way.
Yeah.
South
Maybe my poop won't be used to that.
Yeah. Well,
Australia.
I don't think your poop is used to this way.
Right?
Apparently.
I also don't like European toilets. Like I've said.
Because it's just the dump?
You're pooping onto a shelf.
Yeah.
That then gets flushed away.
I don't understand a European toilet system.
We have not figured this out, have we?
No. It's new technology.
How about medieval castles where they like had like the things on the towers and you just like they pooped out of them basically?
Yeah.
What's your favorite toilet you've used?
I can't believe someone asked about perfume and this is
I think it's a logical progression of a conversation.
Someone asked.
Is this a first date?
Yeah. This is what I'm like on a first date.
No, seriously.
That's why like I can't
like watch The Bachelor.
I'm not normal.
No, like I would go on The Bachelor and be like, how do you poop?
Wait, you guys. Like honestly, I have to segue into this. Watching like dating shows like Love Island, I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
Right? First of all,
They're
on
like,
Love Island.
I love you, chat.
Wait, can we talk about how on Love Island type equals hair color?
Oh, what's your type on paper? Blondes.
I've only dated blondes.
Blondes.
What is that?
Brunettes.
That's my type.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Literally.
They'll be like, I love tall, dark, and handsome, just like Tom. And I'm like, Tom is blonde.
Yeah.
What do you mean tall? What does dark mean?
Yeah. Like Zac Efron. You're like what?
What? I don't know.
It's confusing.
It's colors.
It's like really anthropological, isn't it?
It's very weird. Like, what's my type? I'm like, neurodivergent?
Someone whose poop smell like mine.
And who doesn't wear deodorants.
Right?
I don't have a type at all.
No. I mean, it's, yeah.
I'm just like,
it's a little cute raspberry woman.
I like what I like. So yeah, that was a good perfume topic. Do you want to give us another little slice?
Yeah, this is a good one. I love the questions that are just like words with exclamation points.
Me too.
Snacks.
Fuck yeah.
Like going back to the cool girl influencer thing.
Yes.
It's
like city girls, like cool girls.
Yeah.
There was like a thing on TikTok about it. It was like cool girls know what stuff is.
It's
like,
true.
They do. They know all the most like, they're like, this special grocery store has this tuna. Like your friend Megan, our friend Megan, and her mom, Carol is like a high key influencer to me.
Yeah, she's like my number one influencer.
Megan will be like, my mom discovered this cracker, this tuna.
And she doesn't even discover it. She just like knows about it.
I know.
And she knows like exactly where to get it. And it's like very specialized.
And so anytime she tells us to get something, we immediately go and get it. Like the Tonino tuna. Mm-hmm. It's the tuna in the jar with the olive oil. Delicious.
It's so funny because it sounds like it could be like a microwavable pizza, but it's actually like very fancy.
Tonino.
Toninos. When you hear your family.
And Milton's crackers.
Yes, in the pink box.
The Himalayan salt. It's good because it's not too buttery and it's not too dry like a water cracker. It's like, you know, like a water cracker and a Ritz had a baby.
I wish you would do this performance with your true accent.
Like with it's like a water cracker. It is like when I'm tired, it's the real me.
I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I got abused in vocal production and speech at acting school, so.
Absolutely.
I don't use that anymore. You must speak with standard American. Some of the stuff like that you learned in acting school, that's for a completely different question.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of things. It's like, what trauma do you have based around?
Right. Someone punched me in the stomach repeatedly.
Yeah, that type of thing. That did happen. Yeah, so I would say that. And then what's
Milton's
that other
crackers.
cracker?
Effie's crackers.
It's like more like a biscuit. Effie's biscuits. It's the original one.
Yeah.
And it's like this like honey oat, like a British biscuit, like a cookie cracker hybrid, and with like a manchego and like a hot honey on it, or like a truffle honey. So I love like savory and sweet mixed together.
Yeah.
So like if you do like a cracker like that, like a biscuity cracker with like a really I like salty hard cheeses. Okay.
I'm a salty hard cheese bitch.
I
Same.
love like fucking Parmesan.
Like, I am not the bitch that will go to the cheese place and like experiment. No. I'm not getting your weird smelly cheeses. I'm getting like the cheddar with like salt in it.
Oh, I love
like in different ways.
A very sophisticated cheddar. Yeah. She's old. I'll
get like a 5-aged, 10-year aged. Like that's my spread.
Beecher's Reserve.
What was the
Chalahawker?
Chalahawker.
Yeah. It's like a cheddar, and if you ever see Chalahawker, guys, it's like a cheddar, and there's like salt flakes in it.
Oh my god.
And you put it on like a sweet cracker, like the Effie's oat cracker. They're like oaty. I don't know how to describe, like honey oat.
They're like shortbread oat crackers.
So good. And then like a drizzle of like truffle honey on it. Yeah.
You don't even need that, honestly.
Yeah, but it does take it up a notch.
I like to sometimes crumble Effie's on vanilla ice cream.
Yes. That is such a good tip.
Yeah. And it feels like I'm fancy.
Think outside the box with snacks, guys.
How about that goat cheese spread with the Miltons?
This is a great recipe that we got from another cool girl, but from Florida, Jessie.
No, I'm talking. Megan showed us this one. No, that goat cheese.
Oh, I was talking about. Okay, so we got 2 goat cheeses. Do your goat cheese first.
It's the one that's in the jar with the olive oil.
Oh, the olive oil. Yes, it comes in a jar. It's like chunks of goat cheese in olive oil, and you literally just like put it in a bowl with a baguette and just like
or Milton's.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
But the goat cheese dip.
Right.
Which is you take the little baby tomatoes, cut them in half, and you just add like whatever you want, like balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, oregano, whatever. And you roast them until they're like juicy, and then you put a log of goat cheese and let it melt into it.
Like you turn the oven off and just like keep it in there until it melts into it.
Put like some like basil on top, and then you just like
smear that shit.
That is such a good snack.
Like I like eat that whole thing.
It's and you could also like do it with pasta. Like you can like make it like a goat cheese pasta. I love snacks.
I love
what
snacks.
A great
Barbara's.
The Barbara's Cheetos.
Yeah.
They're not Cheetos, but they're like the cheese puffs.
Yeah.
I think you can get them at like Whole Foods. They're kind of hard to find.
Are they? They're like at random like fancy delis in the city.
We had like a
they don't have
sordid love affair with Barbara's Babs.
You can buy them on Amazon in boxes of 12, which we have done.
It's not enough.
It doesn't last that long, to be honest.
It's like a sophisticated Cheeto.
There was a phase where we would like find ourselves having like little get-togethers in order to facilitate snacking.
Yeah, we had like a big hanging out snacking phase where we just like had friends over and we would do like these. We still kind of do that.
Yeah.
But like we love to put out spreads.
I love a spread. We call it, sometimes if it's Italian themed, we'll call it a Mafalda in honor of Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah. There's themed ones where it's like, you know, in Call Me By Your Name, how it's just like when they're like sitting outside and eating and it's just like very like chow. Like, Southern Italy. That's like very like whatever.
Yeah.
I love that kind of like rustic.
With like the pebbles on the floor.
Yeah, I put pebbles all over the
floor.
You know
what I'm talking about? Like, what's that called? Grounds like that. Ground like that? Ground?
Pebbles?
Is it pebbles?
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like in your, it's like it'll be like an English driveway and it's like pebbles.
Oh yeah, like gravel.
Is that gravel?
It's gotta be. Has to be gravel. My brain's telling me. A gravel driveway.
Gravel.
She's graveling towards the beds. But we love a spread. We're actually spread. You and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna fluff our feathers. We are known for our spreads.
It's true.
We like to put out a lot because you know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you ever go to somebody's house and you're just like, I could have used a water, a this, a that, a bathroom to go to the bathroom in. When you come to my house, when you hear your family,
all your senses are going to be tingled.
I will tickle all your senses. Keep your mind out of the gutter.
Something that I do is that I keep the TV on too. I play music videos.
Music, the bathroom, all of it. Anything you can think of, I'm thinking of it. Just because like I am as like a very empathy person. If people aren't comfortable, it like really upsets me.
Yeah, me too.
So I just like everyone to be like very relaxed and
because it makes me relaxed.
Me too.
So at the end of the day, it is selfish.
So yeah, snacks.
All right.
Also, can I just also throw out one snack that I love? It's not really a snack, but like if we're starving in the middle of the day, Bonza pizza.
It's banging.
So it's good because it's got like protein in it and it's like whatever. But it has like this like nostalgic taste, almost like a Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Yeah, it has like a crackery type.
I'm not making it sound good, but it is good.
How good was like arcade pizza from the 90s?
It is like arcade pizza. Arcade Fire.
Fire.
It all comes back to candles.
What I would give to go to a 90s arcade.
Oh. And have it be the 90s.
Yeah, not like in the current days.
Right.
Because it's probably like abandoned and scary. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying.
They're like, it's radioactive.
Yeah. God, don't that song.
Yeah. No, don't get it stuck in my head, Alaina.
I'm not going to say it.
I won't sleep. I won't. I'm already singing it.
The fact that you continue to sing the Sam Smith song, I'm going to have to get a restraining order.
I can't believe you just said it because now I'm thinking of it.
Jocelyn.
It gets so stuck.
Okay, actually though, comment below, do people like that song?
It's like won a bunch of awards.
I get that, but like so is a bunch of stuff that like people don't necessarily like.
It's not personally like my kind of song. So
I'm like, do people like it? I've heard remixes that I like better, but like I don't like that song.
And I like Sam Smith and I love Kim Petras.
Yeah, I'm nothing against those two. I'm just saying
it's just
as
not
a song.
My favorite jam.
Single Valentine's Day ideas, breakup rituals, and self-care.
Ooh, that's a loaded one because there's, I think, so many thoughts instantly.
Yeah, there's a lot.
My first thought is Valentine's Day is completely made up.
Who?
Completely.
Who is she?
You guys, everything, all holidays, don't feel pressure by them. They're completely made up. They're marketing tools.
Or I like to call it Walentine Day.
Walenti? Oh, look, from my Polish great.
Yeah, Jocelyn's great Polish grandfather is named Valentine in English.
So we thought, well, when my mom passed away, we were like cleaning out, like obviously like a bunch of stuff in the house. And we found out that my Polish great grandfather, who we always thought was like Walenti, we thought it was like something else, but it was really, it means Valentine.
I love that.
The long and short of it is his name was Valentine.
I do love the name Valentine for like a boy.
It's a fantastic name. You know who named their son Valentine is Julia Fox.
Isn't it Valentino?
Tomato.
One's a designer, one's a J.
Yeah. One's a saint.
It's a
St. Valentine's.
Oh, I forgot it was a saint.
Yeah, I think it's all completely made up. So don't allow things to make you feel bad that are completely made up.
Like when you think about
that's first and foremost.
Isn't it so crazy that like in elementary school we would like make Valentines for each other?
Yes. Ooh, that reminds me of a traumatizing story that I have.
Did it like just come to you? Like did you forget it?
Yeah, I just thought of it.
Do you want to? Would you like to share it?
Yeah, I'll share it with you.
Share.
There's something wrong with me. So in preschool, it was Valentine's Day. And I like filled out all my Valentine's cards with my mom, and I got like bigger cards for the teachers because we were gonna do a Valentine exchange.
Yeah.
And like wrote everyone's names on it and like made them for everyone in my class. And then it came time to do them, and so I like had this bag, and how old are you in preschool? Like 4?
Yeah.
Little. Right? And so I had to go and like put them in like these different little boxes, and I didn't realize it was like for each different person's name. And I like just mixed all the names up, and no one got the Valentine that was like for them. And I'm disturbed like to this day.
I feel like that has actually haunted you for your whole life.
I was like, I didn't understand. I was like, was I supposed to like find each person's name? Like, I didn't get it.
Now you're like double check everything.
I check everything all the time. I was like, I don't think I did it right.
It's these moments that really stick with your hippocampus.
Oh yeah, like I literally would like probably kept myself up at night, like holding my stuffed animal, being like, "Bunny."
Were people like upset about it?
No one even said a thing. They're all also
they like can't read.
Yeah, no one could read. It's like love Jocelyn. Like no one knew.
Where's the candy?
But like I made ones for my teachers, and I don't know if the teachers got it. Like I like didn't
as
understand.
If they fucking cared.
I didn't understand it.
Imagine like the teacher going home at night and being like, Jocelyn didn't give me.
I'm sure they just like exchanged it to the right teacher. We had like 3 teachers for one class. It was like a huge class.
Yeah.
It's basically like daycare.
God, preschool is a bitch.
Can you like God bless preschool teachers and kindergarten teachers.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you're like a mom too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They like take care of you.
I mean, teachers in general, huh?
Like you literally get sick. Oh yeah, teachers in general, absolutely. But it's like a very hard job.
Oh yeah.
I'm extremely pro teacher. My grandmother was a teacher. I love teachers. Teachers are the best.
School, on the other hand.
The way that it's set up, it needs to be.
It's not for me.
It's set up. Could be set up better.
I mean, like imagine,
but it doesn't behoove the teachers the way it's set
up. No,
it
doesn't at all. Imagine like how hard it is for like little kids that don't necessarily fit into boxes. Like everything is so gendered in school.
It is.
Like which was like I was hyper aware of that, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
But like that shit was painful.
Yeah, I mean, I think that lends itself right back to the question about like Valentine's Day and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Like, again, as queer people, Valentine's Day kind of can be. That's why I think it's so easy for us to like be like, throw it away.
Yeah, it's like bullshit.
But
remember like those days in high school when you would like buy carnations for people?
oh,
And it
that was
was
a
like,
thing.
oh, you got me a yellow one? Are we just friends?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
what the fuck is that?
You could buy carnations for people, and they also had like things where you filled out like a thing, and it was like who your match was in high school.
Oh my god!
Why would they do that?
No, none for you, Glen Coco.
Yeah,
it's like so damaging.
It's actually kind of weird. I don't think we need that.
It reinforces like hierarchical thinking like, to me,
and also like it doesn't account for gay people at all. All the girls got boys on their list, and all the boys got girls on their list.
Well, obviously they're not going to account for gay people.
So like it's just like let's not do it then. Okay.
I don't think we should.
So yeah, like my answer to this thing is like don't do it.
I think we can tuck that one away with the past,
right? But as far as like self-care and like breakup rituals and stuff, I think like you've always said, all breakups are for good reasons.
Yeah,
right?
I think breakups are objectively good.
Yeah,
like they can suck in the moment, but like at the end of the day, it's for the best.
Breakups suck really bad for two reasons, and it can be because you're really gonna like miss the person and you weren't ready for this, and like it's just really sad, and like there's maybe you got cheated on or someone was dishonest, and like the trust, and that's like so damaging and painful and traumatic, and you have to like go through that.
Yeah.
And then there's also the mourning of the relationship as a concept.
Yeah.
Like as like this was a partnership, and like now I'm not in this, and like I want a partnership. Like there's a lot to it.
You're mourning like the potential, basically.
And I think that like as people, there's like this huge pressure to be fucking happy and energetic all the time.
Absolutely.
But like I think it's sometimes okay to like have emotions like pass through you and like feel them, and take care of yourself. Like whatever feels good to you to like help kind of self-soothe too, and those like feel your feelings.
What's your self-soothing kind of shit that you do? Snacks?
No, I think that's like not necessarily a healthy self-soothing, but like I think doing activities like I love to do puzzles and watch my favorite movies and shows.
Yeah, like happy ones, like like Clueless or like Golden Girls.
Right.
Or...
It could be like chatting with friends or
definitely get like a bunch of your friends around you. I think going on walks is really healing too.
Okay, walks is scientifically like so good for your brain. Like the bilateral movement helps like clear your hippocampus or some shit. Like
no, it's like true.
It's literally
like scientifically.
If you're not feeling well, like in your like a little in your head and you're trying to work something out, take a walk. I love to
like the fresh air and the breathing and the nature.
Oh yeah, I love to like put my headphones on and listen to like some like really hilarious music and like walk around. Yeah, I'm always listening to the most inappropriate music for the activity.
I like to do like I don't like to indulge necessarily in my sadness. Like sometimes people do and that's fine, but like for me, maybe that's why I like pop music so much, because like I think growing up for me was so painful that I just like immerse myself in like happy content.
Right.
Like I love pop music. So I'll like if I'm upset, like I'll just put on like Britney.
Carly,
and just like high BPM dancing. Like I think movement helps a lot.
Can we talk? Yeah. The movement in general is so good for you.
Yeah.
Get like literally have a dance party by yourself.
Absolutely. Like Ginny and Georgia.
There's nothing wrong with a living room dance session.
Do you know what I think that there should be?
Sounds corny, but it's
no,
true.
It's not. Like I think so much shit that like feels embarrassing is like actually so good for you.
Yes.
But like when we used to go to the gym around here, there was like a classroom, like a room for classes, and there was a silver sneakers class that was like for older seniors. Yeah. And it was like light dancing, but I think that should exist for like all age groups. It was the most appealing class to me.
Happy to watch.
I was like, that's the class I would go to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, like, and I love that it was called silver sneakers.
Yeah, and it's always like, let's get loud.
And like the seniors that like were a little bit less mobile, they would do it in chairs.
Yeah,
but I loved it, and it really brought me joy just to even watch them.
Right.
But like I feel like in general, like, and I was just talking about this with some friends recently, like I wish that there were more classes and things for adults. Like it's literally ages 0 through 18. You're like gymnastics, karate, that. And then at 18, the only activity is drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, they're like, fuck off.
They're like, go to the bar.
Yeah, this is the only dopamine you can have is alcohol.
Wouldn't it be so cool if there was like, and I know there's classes for like adults at some dance and gymnastics places, for example, but like not really.
Not really.
Not really. Like, wouldn't it be cool?
It would have to be like private, honestly.
I know, but like, wouldn't it be cool if there was like gymnastics for people ages 25 through 45?
Is it like a liability? I don't even know.
No.
You just like sign something.
Sign something.
I've always wanted to jump into like one of those pits with like the foam cubes.
Yeah, they have those but it's always kids there.
Remember when we went to that place? We went to one of those trampoline places in Florida, like during the day, a trampoline park, because we wanted to use it.
Yeah.
And they literally laughed in our faces.
Yep, they were like, no.
We were like...
Yeah. I was like, I've definitely seen adults at places like these, but okay.
Like, I've seen, like, the Kardashians here.
Yeah.
And they laughed in our faces.
I know. They were like, okay. We were like, bye.
Yeah. And I was like, you guys are gross anyway.
Yeah.
Like, clean it here.
Yeah. I know.
That upset me.
It upset me,
But there should be shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think, like, those kinds of things and activities, it does help you.
It does.
You really can. And it's not distracting yourself, but it's shifting your mindset, shifting your physical, experience. Like, you are not your thoughts. You're observing your thoughts.
Yeah.
Your thoughts are not, like, definitive. And if you're just sitting there observing negative thoughts over and over again and believing them, that's not good for you.
Yeah.
So, like, it's almost like, when you get, like, a text that you don't want to see and you just, like, swipe it away?
Right.
Just swipe that shit away.
And, like, that's fine.
It's not, you don't have to respond to that.
You don't have to consume everything.
No. So I think, like, yeah, self-care, do what feels good and, like, make yourself do it.
Yeah.
Move. Make yourself do it.
Yeah.
Because I think
just do it.
For me, one of my biggest things is I get stuck being in the mode that I'm in and changing into a different mode, like literally getting out of bed in the morning.
Oh my God, right? Changing modes is so hard.
It's hard.
Like, I could record this podcast until the end of time because, like, not recording
now that I'm here
is a changing of
but
mode.
Getting into here, you got to switch on to the mindset.
Yeah.
But I think, it's like knowing, like, from the future, just being like, once I get there, once I do it, I'm going to be happy I did it.
Yeah. And it'll be over.
And then it's over. Exactly. And there we are.
And on that note.
Actually, I think we've come to the end of this catch-up
as
well.
I think we've caught up.
What a beautiful segue. All you need to know about catching up is that we've been watching Degrassi 24/7.
Yeah, I would love it if the Candle Coven would start watching Degrassi so we could talk about it. Because there's so much to talk about.
Hit us up on Instagram. We'll talk about it on the podcast too. And make sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that like button, share it with all your friends and fams and everything, so we can keep doing this because we love it and we love connecting with you guys.
Comment below.
We'll be back next week with a campfire of a movie, and I know what movie we're going to do, and I cannot wait.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It's going to be really good. It's been highly suggested. So, yeah, stay tuned. And
get your Laducas ready.
Yes. Oh, just leave
or
that.
Or Capizios, whichever.
Sure,
whichever one you decide.
Yeah, you pick. And we'll see you later, Candle Coven.
Bye.
Bye.